time up against the Yuzong? That's the question.
A lot of questions here, and I'm excited to see it get answered once again. Welcome to the very first match of M7. Here are the wild cards. It's Zone versus ZETA. Who is gonna get first big win?
Let's see. Welcome to Land of Dawn, the first match of the M7 World Championship wildcards. It's ZETA against Team Zone. So it's all about the zone and the division for both teams. So we'll try to take those buffs quickly. Look at the rotations from Bright. Obviously, mid-prio will still be the name of the game with the minion changes as well earlier on today.
Just controlling over Lethal Wanderer as well. Here's Xora. Gonna get in. 10 will just go for the green camp. Xora's trying to go for the steal. That's a quad shadow forward. Katsu and Kani not enjoying this Eve poke at all.
Yeah, that Eve is very, very strong still. And Hayabusa as well. We kind of want to talk about the nerfs, or rather secret buffs it kind of received, right? We talked about the quad shadow being kind of minimized in terms of the range, meaning it can't dive as freely as it used to. But the buff is the fact that, you know, the cooldown is much more quicker in terms of the shadow kill, and as well as the damage given with the shuriken. So I think this Hayabusa is still very much viable.
Yeah, good trade-offs. And I like how Team Zone, knowing that they had the prio up against the Baka and the Farsa, actually decided to go for that quick little poke battle with the Golem, but then they decided to back off when they realized that there's a chance ZETA might be able to change things around. In terms of the emblems, just to pull yourself together on that Farsa.
Exactly. On a Purified 2, Bankai, level 4.
Yeah, Katsu really wants that quick cooldown, as it is very much a dangerous lane, especially up against the Kalea. You want that Purify to go on quickly. And the properties from Team Zone to kind of pick off quickly with the Kalea is very much apparent. Now they want to get their hand, lay claim on the first objective. Kani is close by 10 as well, level 4.
Instant zoning, Quad Shadow coming down 10. Oh, locked down by the Mountain Shocker. Xora picking up first blood and the Turtle Junichi. Now jumping over to Kenny, forcing to flicker out. It's two members locked in. Bright able to flicker out again. Bankai going all the way, misses. The ability won't be able to jump in. Flickers out to safety and gets the regen on time.
Oh my, 1-for-1, but Team Zone will come out on top. They have their hands on the turtle, and that was Junichi looking to change the tide of the war, but Bankai
1v1, Junichi, can he do it? He's got the passive Furious Dive solo kill up top.
Junichi, all right. So we talked about the explosiveness of Bankai, but the ZETA division has some explosiveness as well on their side. So now Team Zone still constantly applying the pressure towards the orange side buff of ZETA division, which actually stops a lot of the aggressive takes that Kani and Katsu want to do. Instead of Katsu being able to fly straight towards the minions, he had to go to the jungle a bit first.
Uh-oh. Kani is just gonna jump in. They're gonna be trapped in a real world blazing. Oh, Mountain Shocker! Xora finding two. Now the Feather Airstrike dealing a bit more damage, but Bright gets away. Kenny as well, just with a sliver of health.
Two players with a sliver of HP, but that was Xora changing the tide with a single Mountain Shocker, traps two, gets the kill, and then K is able to follow up. We talked about the fact that in this patch, that gold lane plays kind of in the more weak side approach.
Yeah.
But with the Harith having one kill in the 3rd minute of the game, it is not good news for ZETA division.
I think we got to see there what we were talking about earlier with ZETA division. Really needs to reel it back in with the aggression. Now, that might have worked if they were playing in their qualifiers, but not against a Team Zone, and especially with ZXaura in the jungle that you're going up against. I felt like that was his experience now showing up with how easily he was able to land that Mountain Shocker straight to the back. And as expected, it is the Hunter Strike, a rush there for ZXaura in the jungle YSS.
This Hayabusa is behind 0-2. Obviously, for 10, it is not a good thing, especially the use of Shin. Look at him go!
Yeah, you can purify out of CC, but not out of the damage of a basic attack of a snowballing Yisun Shin. That should be free. Almost a solo down below. K really pushing it.
Oh my. The Team Zone, this is the snowball we talked about. They can go quick and run away with this lead. The ZETA division still scratching their heads. What can they do? Because as of now, the Brody is not really good to fight. Look at Xora!
That's gonna be an assault. Oh, actually, Xora's caught here. Not enough peel. Boy, Minette finds a shutdown. And look at the follow-up. Bright able to flicker out. The RWM is doing a bit more damage here, but K can't really go for the siege on a Harith.
Not the cleanest rotations that we're seeing here, or decisions for both teams. Up until, of course, Jexor decided to go for that dive. I think that was a heat check for him. Now, he has to reel it back just a little bit.
Another thing about the rookies is the fact that they can really go fast.
Yeah, they can go fast. They can also be punished very fast.
Whew. That's my point. When you have the lead, you play confident. But then, if you go overboard, this is the things that's gonna happen. They might crumble, but so far they're not crumbling because of the shakiness or the nervousness. It's because they can't really control themselves. Someone needs to keep them in check.
Junichi, though, seems like he is currently the anchor for Zeta Division right now. And it seems like Kazu and Kani are catching up to his rotations and aggressions. So they're going to need to be able to continue that. While Team Zone still has control in the map here, what next does Zeta Division have to do so they can get a little bit more of a taste of the map control that Team Zone has more of?
Yeah, they need to farm more, prepare themselves for a fight, and maybe utilize Junichi to open up the choke points in the map, because so far he is, like you said, the anchor of Zeta Division. He can fight, he can 1v2, possibly 1v3 as well, stall some time, buy some time, and then let the Brody farm more. Take a look at the swap in the lanes that they have made, and look at where Zeta Division is right now. They're pretty confident, taking control of that orange side jungle, and this kind of establishes some sort of control towards the second objective in the turtle.
Honestly, the comp, the Dark Wave already forced to use Revitalize now. Black Dragon form already. I think Tsunami's family in answer to it, but they already been caught in it. Kenny is able to dish out damage. Furious down the Petrify in the backline by Junichi, but look at K doing a heck of a lot of damage with on force. Now Mui Minette putting the stacks down, but will get bursted. But Kai, together with Kenny, gets another, and they're all zoned away. 10 with a jump, but Zexora stays true to the red tree. Perfect 3 turtles on for Team Zone as Mui Minette gets bonked by Bankai.
A Hail Mary play made by 10. TP back and get the turtle, but it's all down in vain. Team Zone, their blood's boiling, and their trigger fingers are happily shooting at Zeta Division.
Okay, just looked like he had a grand old time in that last engagement, especially since he's playing under his own team's real-world manipulation, and without Katsu's feathered airstrike, that Harith is going to be free for most of the time. Even if he gets caught by a Petrify Furious Dive, he'll still be able to recover through that as long as he has his Zaman Force and he can freely hit. Zeta needs to recalibrate their team fighting and make sure that they put more difficulty for a Harith that will just run wild on them.
Good reaction there. RWF locks them down, zones them away, and look who's isolated. Kani all alone. Zexora with the dive in the back, the Mountain Shocker, and now on Katsu almost finding a fadeaway. Not even the fighter can survive this damage.
He is playing like a man possessed. Look at him go completely out of this world. Too confident for Zeta Division to handle, and look at Team Zone, 12 kills. The second tier turret in minute number 8. This is getting out of control for Zeta Division.
Team Zone, and it's actually the YSS zoning the rest of the opponents.
They got zoned for sure.
That is insane, 6-2 and 5. This Yi Sun Shin, he's single-handedly making some really great individual decisions that's just great for the whole team, and Zeta's just crumbling.
Yep, the Black Dragon form was baited out. Junichi, I guess he was trying to predict a dive into the turret, but now it's all of the Holy Shields that were up, down. Up top, it's not taken down yet. They still have to get a tier 2.
Now, we talked about Zeta Division's kind of win con is to kind of dive quickly, especially with the Black Dragon form. But we forgot that the RWF of the Eve is some sort of a peel tool as well.
Yes.
To enable the Harith to move and bob and weave left and right to get the damage going. We talked about Team Zone not having enough frontliners, but their peel, in a way, damage peeling, right? You have Yi Sun Shin in and of itself is kind of peeling for the team too, especially when he's just gunning around with the Mountain Shocker too, and the Eve is just untouchable. 3-0 and 8. That RWM is zoning Zeta Division so far away in the back. Not even Junichi can reach Kenny.
Yeah, Zeta Division will not be able to contest this Lord, while 10 tries to recover a little bit of map space here for the team by split pushing up top. Now, Team Zone, honestly, if they can continue to bait out the early Furious Dive Petrifies, they're going to be good, because that's Zeta Division's main tool of, as you mentioned, realize the peel, that crowd control, AoE, that now, as we have seen it, a lot of times Team Zone actually just has way more of. There's too many AoE crowd control effects for Zeta to deal with, while Zeta really mainly only has that Yu Zhong combo.
This is why we don't really see the Baksha in Rome as often anymore, right?
Yeah.
You just really lack the CC. You have to make up for the lack of CC in the late game, lack of sustainability when you're behind with early tempo, and they haven't done that. They're 9,000 gold behind.
This might just be game over. Another airstrike opened, and Team Zone, they want to see you to the base.
Oh, Bright really wants to go for Junichi. He's able to fight it, but Bounce Shocker goes to the right side. Doesn't matter. K still bursts them all. Holy crystal pickup. 10 with the walk up, but gets instantly shoulder bashes. They go for the siege of the bottom lane. 10 will fall. K goes for the triple. It's a big dark wave from Bankai. A double, a triple, and that's game one.